I've gotten a lot of comments specifically on not being able to feel your glutes. One of the most common reasons for this is because the pelvis tilts forward. This makes the hip flexors overactive, including the lower back. We're gonna work on fixing that. Grab a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball. Lie down with your feet bent at that 90-degree angle. Place your feet flat on the wall. Pay close attention to this one detail. It's very common for your lower back not to touch the floor, so slightly tuck your pelvis to make that happen. Place this ball in between your knees. You're only gonna be putting about 20 to 30% pressure on this, just holding it into place. Pressing your heels, almost like you're trying to drag your heels down without sliding them. A natural slight lift of the tailbone while you're doing that. You should be able to slide a piece of paper under there, so it's not a very big lift. You should feel this in your hamstrings. You're gonna hold this position and you're gonna breathe about 4 to 5 full breaths. You're gonna do 2 sets of these with that hold. This movement puts your pelvis back where it needs to be so that your glutes can contract. Get on all fours and make sure that your shoulder, your elbow, and your wrist are all in a straight line. Your back is not arched like this and it's not tucked. You wanna make sure that you have a nice, even spine. Shift the weight slightly to this leg right here. This leg is gonna be the working leg. You're gonna lift this leg, keeping it bent at that 90-degree angle. You're only gonna bring it up to where it meets the height of your torso. Hold this and squeeze your glute and then come back down. You're gonna do a total of 8 to 10 reps of these per side. When the knee is bent, the hamstring is put into a shortened position at the knee joint. So this way, your hamstrings are taken out of the equation and allows your glutes to actually do the work. For this exercise, you will need some sort of weight, preferably a dumbbell. Line your mat up by either a flat bench, or you can do this on the edge of a couch. When you sit down, you're gonna be at a little bit of an angle. Also, you wanna make sure that you can place your arms up like this, so preferably the height should be right below the shoulder blades. I'm gonna show you the move before we add the weight. One leg bent at a 90-degree angle, the other leg in front slightly. You're not gonna use your arms to pull yourself up. You're gonna be squeezing this glute. This is the working leg. So the majority of the weight should be here. Tuck the pelvis, keep it in that tucked position, and you're gonna push up. You should be squeezing this glute right here. You're gonna hold this for a couple of seconds and then you're gonna come back down. Working leg. Take this and you're gonna place it on the opposite side. The glute on this side has to work harder because it needs to also keep your pelvis stable. This weight right here makes it more challenging. Hold the weight in place with this hand, slight pelvic tuck, and then you're gonna lift. Do 6 to 8 reps with that hold per side. So when you have stronger glutes, you have less compensation from your lower back. This makes your hips feel more stable throughout the day, which helps with everyday tasks like walking and basically everything.